On January 20th, 2025, Pixie created a Substack post signaling her intent to sue me. She has since filed her lawsuit in which she claims I shared explicit material we created together without her permission. Until now, I've stayed away from addressing the exact claims she's made in her post and subsequent lawsuit. It's incredibly bizarre how many people are fixated on insisting that I'm not a victim in this when I was the primary target of the entire revenge porn posting. I know there are other situations and things that people have made, other accusations or claims that are all entirely baseless.
Streamer Destiny is being sued for allegedly sharing sexual content of a woman without her consent or knowledge. Now, the federal lawsuit that's been filed in Florida on Tuesday alleges that Destiny, whose real name is Stephen K. Bunnell II, sent a sexual video to a random fan who then spread said content to various websites. So here's what we know. The plaintiff is identified in the lawsuit only by her influencer name or streamer name, Pixie. Now, she says that she had a sexual encounter with Bunnell back in 2020, during which a video was recorded of the whole encounter. Bunnell was accused of sending the sexual video to a fan identified as Rose in 2022. 2 years later, the video appeared on the online message board Kiwi Farms and spread to other sites whose captions listed the video's subjects as Pixie and Destiny and garnered tens of thousands of views, according to the complaint. Now, the lawsuit claims that Bunnell admitted to sharing the video in a Discord message when confronted by Pixie in November of last year in 2024. When asked if he shared additional videos of Pixie, Bunnell said, there shouldn't be, no. I'm so sorry, there's literally no excuse. I'd had phone convos and stuff with this person. They were fairly close to me. It's worthless to say it at this point, but I'm super sorry. There's literally no excuse. Now, the plaintiff's attorneys alleged she received hundreds of insulting and harassing messages as a result of the leak and claimed Bunnell's followers discussing the leaks on the different accounts falsely claim that plaintiff exchanged sex for professional growth and favors from Bunnell, court documents said. And the lawsuit also claimed that Bunnell also made disparaging comments about Pixie, including claims that she was just after his money. Now, attorneys for Pixie are alleging that Destiny violated federal revenge porn laws and a Florida cyber sexual harassment law in addition to that. They also claimed that he intentionally inflicted emotional distress on her and violated her privacy. And they write in the suit, the videos disclosed by Bunnell were of a private nature and were never intended for public distribution. Defendants' actions have caused plaintiffs severe emotional distress, humiliation, and reputational harm. Plaintiff's career as a political streamer has been adversely affected, and her aspirations of being elected for office have been greatly diminished. And the lawsuit includes additional complaints against Destiny as well, including allegations that approximately 15 women reached out to plaintiff to tell her that they had received sexually explicit images from Bunnell of other women without the other women's consent in the wake of the video leak. And by the way, last night he took to his stream to basically respond to this lawsuit, during which he revealed Pixie's first name, potentially opening her up to more harassment. Real classy. And today he did a stream reading his official statement in which he said that he was the primary victim of the revenge porn scheme. And he says he prioritized Pixie's well-being throughout the whole ordeal, but he did not deny sending around sex tapes of him and other women.
Yeah. It reminds me a little bit of Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, Benny Johnson saying we were the real victims of the Russians who gave us $100,000 a video. Well, not exactly my definition of a victim. But anyways, that's a long story, and Tim gets very animated about that. You could check him out for that. So Anyways, look, these stories make me super uncomfortable, and I hate that this stuff happens. And like now there's like no holds barred on the internet in ways that are just gross.
They make me uncomfortable when strong allegations are made, but as civilians, like we really have no way to adjudicate it. Like how do you weigh in on that? Because you don't have proof and you don't want to say negative things about someone who might not have done it. But in this case, it appears there's quite a bit of an admission from Destiny.
Yeah, the admission's interesting, and they'll probably settle at some point, and that admission's not going to help his case. But look, to be fair, because that's what we do. I get what Destiny's saying about the revenge being against him because the other person is leaking the video, which is gonna get him in trouble, and he's also in the video, right?
Yes.
So, but that's why you don't take videos of people. Look, again, I don't know if it was without permission. If it was without permission, you definitely do not do that. And then you definitely do not send it to anyone else, period, for any reason. But even like if you thought, oh my God, it's okay because we're such good friends. I mean, Jesus Christ, in this industry, there are no friends. Like we used to think we had friends.
Except us.
Right, I mean, we're friends, but other than that, so sending it to anyone is mental, right?
You don't have the right to do that.
Yeah.
If the woman who's in the video with you has not consented to you sharing the video with other women, then don't do that.
Yeah.
Obviously.
The other thing I was gonna say is, to be fair, it's an admission. It appears to be an admission by Destiny on that. But at least he was like a little bit apologetic and didn't do a PR thing there, right? And so like
in his messages, direct messages with her in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, and saying so sorry about it, etc. Right? So it was a bit of a human reaction there. So now, having said that, he's in a lot of trouble, and if these allegations are true, he should be. And it's super gross to take videos of people without telling them if that's what happened, and then getting in any way to let them leak online is catastrophic.
Yeah.
And you can't do that to people. That's just, I mean, imagine yourself in that situation. You cannot do that to people.
Yeah.
So, but that's why we have a court system. Let them go to court, let them adjudicate it. Let's figure out what happened, because we don't know, we weren't there, we don't know all the facts. These are just reported, and you know in the news, and you read the case, and you see his response. But it's so hard to tell from the outside. But I do really hope that everybody gets a fair hearing here.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't do it, then I'd feel terrible for him. If he did do it, then I feel terrible for Pixie and potentially the other women. And that's a thing you should know about someone.
Yeah, and look, I know what some of Destiny's supporters are like, and so hang in there, Pixie, because I have no doubt you are being harassed, and it takes guts to actually pursue a federal suit against Destiny based on the allegations you're making here. So hang in there.
Yeah, and again, to be fair, his supporters doing it is going to be less actionable than him saying that she was just after his money. That gets closer to defamation directly from Destiny.
True. As
opposed to his rando folks that he can't control. By the way, if you're random trolls of any show, like get a grip. So I know you won't. That's the whole point of being a troll, right? But like, if folks agree with us and they want to say it online, great, we love it. They want to, defend us against unfair charge, great, we love it and we appreciate you guys, right? But sending your viewers to go attack other people is just super gross, right? Like, oh yeah, then yell at them, and then usually the next thing that happens is yell at anyone associated with them, and then do guilt by association, and then harangue them and bully them. If you're in like a swarm of bullies, you might not be the good guy. Just keep that in mind. So, all right, anyways, let's hope that no matter what, justice is served in whichever direction it goes.
Is justice coming?
Well, it did for a while and became a bestseller, and it's still around at tyt.com/justice. Thanks for watching the video, guys. We also love it if you hit the join button below, because that makes you a member, and members allow us to be independent, honest. We can be as progressive as we want, no corporate media influence, and that's all because of you guys. We love doing the show with our members. Hit the join button, become
one of the Young Turks.